Have you ever opened your fridge 12 times, stared at the same food, closed the door, and still said, there's nothing to eat? That is exactly how most companies are using AI. They have ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Copilot, agents, dashboards, meeting bots, AI roadmaps, consultants, workshops, strategy decks, enough software subscriptions to make the accounting department consider witness protection. And still they're standing there like, why isn't AI changing our business? Because you don't have an AI problem. You have a clarity problem. You didn't give AI a business problem. You gave it a corporate junk drawer, three acronyms, a password, and the emotional stability of a group project nobody wants to lead. AI does not replace thinking. AI amplifies thinking. If your thinking is clear, AI becomes leverage. If your thinking is garbage, AI becomes a leaf blower aimed directly at your own bullshit. And I'm not above this. I'll ask AI for a pricing model, funnel strategy, market map, 90-day plan, and customer segmentation. When the actual answer is, John, shut the fuck up and make 10 sales calls. That's why AI is dangerous. It doesn't just expose stupid people, it exposes smart people doing stupid things with better formatting. Stanford's 2026 AI Index says organizational AI adoption reached 88%, and 4 out of 5 university students now use generative AI. So saying I use AI is officially dead as a flex. That's like bragging you know how to microwave soup. Great. Society continues. Stanford also says SWE bench verified coding performance jumped from 60% to near 100% in 1 year. The machines are getting scary good at fixing code, while half of us still can't fix a calendar invite without accidentally creating a recurring meeting that outlives our relationships. The Federal Reserve reported that about 18% of US firms had adopted AI by the end of 2025, but those firms employed 78% of the labor force. Translation: AI adoption is concentrated in big companies. The elephants found the steroids before the squirrels found the gym. The Fed also showed individual work-related Gen AI adoption around 41% in November 2025. That means nearly half the workforce is already using AI at work, and the other half is pretending they prefer doing it manually, which is office slang for I'm scared of the robot and my password manager. But adoption is not success. Buying AI is easy. Using AI clearly is hard. Deloitte's 2026 Enterprise AI report says worker access to AI rose 50% in 2025. Great. We handed everybody keys to the car. Unfortunately, half the drivers think the brake pedal is innovation resistance. Deloitte also says only 1 in 5 companies has mature governance for autonomous AI agents. So companies are giving agents more responsibility while governance is still wearing water wings in the shallow end. That's not transformation. That's letting a microwave babysit a toddler. And Deloitte found only 34% of leaders are truly reimagining the business, while 37% are using AI at a surface level with little or no process change. So most companies aren't transforming. They're putting a Bluetooth speaker on a corpse and calling it a DJ. That brings us to the first trap: thinking harder when you're stuck. You replay pricing, customers, offers, sales, delivery, cash flow, taxes, content, agents, automation, and your slow psychological collapse all at once. Then you wonder why your brain feels like a printer jam during a divorce. Your working memory is not infinite. Your brain is not a supercomputer. Your brain is a Motel TV remote with 2 missing buttons and a smell nobody is brave enough to investigate. So when you're stuck, don't think harder. Think cleaner. Use AI to separate the mess. Don't ask, help me grow my business. That's not a prompt. That's a distress flare fired from inside a LinkedIn profile. Ask, break this problem into separate concerns. Customer problem, offer problem, pricing problem, trust problem, lead problem, delivery problem, technical problem, cash problem, timing problem. Now you can think. The second trap is believing overwhelm means you need more capacity. No, overwhelm is usually a triage problem. AI makes this worse because AI makes everything possible. You can write emails, build agents, generate scripts, make thumbnails, scrape leads, summarize calls, clone your voice, launch a newsletter, automate follow-up, create dashboards, and still end the day with 0 revenue and a browser history that looks like your attention span died in a knife fight. So ask, what is the one constraint that, if removed, makes everything else easier? If you have no leads, don't build a CRM cathedral. If nobody replies, don't automate more follow-up. If your offer sucks, don't buy a prettier logo. If nobody trusts you, collect proof. Find the constraint, attack that. McKinsey analyzed 20 companies that fully implemented its AI transformation framework. Business Insider reported the winners got about $3 back for every $1 invested, and some saw core profit rise about 20% after several years. That means AI can pay off when you use it like a weapon, not like a motivational candle from the corporate gift shop. The key detail: two-thirds of those successful companies focused AI on three or fewer areas. So the winners didn't spray AI across the company like cheap cologne in a middle school locker room. They focused. Citi now forecasts the global AI market could exceed 4.2 trillion by 2030, with about 1.9 trillion tied to enterprise AI. That is not a market. That is a financial monster wearing a badge that says workflow integration. Microsoft is rolling out Copilot to roughly 743,000 Accenture employees, its largest enterprise Copilot deployment. That's not a pilot. That's an entire city getting an assistant. Somewhere, an HR department just screamed into a compliance binder. Accenture says 97% of surveyed users completed routine tasks 15 times faster with Copilot, while 53% reported major productivity improvements. Great. Now Karen can write the same confusing status update 15 times faster. Progress, but terrifying. The third trap is fake confidence. AI can be wrong with perfect grammar. It will say, certainly, here is a comprehensive breakdown. Then walk your business into traffic and call it phase two. So stop asking, will this work? Ask, what is the likely range of outcomes? What am I 90% confident is true? What assumptions are weak? What would make this fail? What would a skeptical buyer say? Thomson Reuters' 2026 report says Gen AI adoption in professional services nearly doubled to 40%, up from 22%. More than 80% of current users engage weekly, and 90% expect AI to become central to workflow within 5 years. The horse has left the barn, filed an LLC, and started consulting. But only 18% say their organizations track AI ROI, and 40% don't even know if ROI is measured. That is not strategy. That is vibes with a purchase order. That's like buying a scale, never stepping on it, and declaring yourself shredded. So here's the framework: dump the mess, separate the concerns, map the dependencies, find the constraint, think in ranges, pick the smallest move that reduces uncertainty. That's how AI becomes useful, not as a fake guru, not as a replacement brain, as a brutal thinking partner that helps you stop lying to yourself in 4K. Now, here's the crazy prediction: by 2030, your AI decision trail will matter more than your resume. Companies won't care that you know AI. Everybody will know AI. That'll be like bragging you can open a PDF without summoning IT like a medieval priest. The real question will be, can you think clearly with AI? Can you break down messy problems? Can you catch hallucinations? Can you measure ROI? Can you find the constraint? Eventually, your AI agent may judge your clarity in real time. It'll say, this is not strategy, this is procrastination with citations. Or, John, this is not leadership. This is espresso, ego, and 7 open tabs wearing a fake mustache. And honestly, good. Sometimes I don't need another tool. I need a digital slap, preferably tax deductible. Because in a world where everyone has artificial intelligence, the rare advantage is actual intelligence. AI is not the bottleneck anymore. The bottleneck is clarity. And if that offends you, perfect. That means the machine finally found the real bug.